John Travolta has touched countless hearts around the world, not just with his iconic dance moves or movie roles, but with a resilience few can imagine. At 71, he lives quietly in Florida, where the walls of his home are steeped in memories of those he has loved and lost. From the laughter of children now grown to the echoes of family members who have passed, every corner carries a story. On screen, he was Tony Manero, Danny Zuko, and Vincent Vega, a symbol of charisma and talent that lit up generations. Off-screen, however, he has known profound sorrow, losing loved ones far too soon. Yet despite these hardships, he continues to give himself to the people who remain, his children, friends, and the fans who see only the shining star. His life reminds us that beneath fame lies a deeply human heart, carrying love, grief, and the quiet determination to endure. Roots in Englewood. Born on February 18, 1954, in Englewood, New Jersey, John grew up in a house crowded with 6 children and a dream far larger than the modest walls could contain. His father, Salvatore, worked tirelessly at a tire shop, while his mother, Helen, balanced teaching with nurturing her children's early talents. Life was often chaotic, with hand-me-down shoes, narrow bedrooms, and shared spaces that forced John to fight for every ounce of attention. Yet it was in that environment that his creativity first emerged. He sang for his mother, mimicked family members, and danced to make his siblings laugh. The small living room became his stage, and the lessons learned there of observation, performance, and perseverance would serve him throughout his life. Even in noise and scarcity, John discovered the spark of artistry that would one day captivate the world. A leap of faith. By the age of 16, John realized that the life he knew could not contain his ambitions. In a bold move, he left school and home with $150, a worn suitcase, and a belief that he would find his place in the world. New York City was cold, indifferent, and challenging, yet it became the proving ground for his talent and resilience. Sleeping on friends' sofas, enduring long days without enough to eat, and facing repeated rejection, he refused to give up. When he finally landed a small role in the touring production of Grease, performing hundreds of shows across dozens of cities, it was both a validation and a revelation. The applause and recognition, however small at first, ignited a fire in him, proving that dedication and passion could turn a dream into reality. Breaking through. Hollywood. Travolta's arrival in Hollywood was far from glamorous. Sleeping in parking lots and auditioning for roles that seemed too small to matter, he nevertheless persisted. Each rejection, each cold glance from casting directors strengthened his determination. His first real breakthrough came with Welcome Back, Kotter, where he became the lovable Vinnie Barbarino, earning adoration from fans and widespread recognition. Yet even as fame approached, John knew that a larger challenge awaited him. The chance to step out of the shadow of teen idol roles and into a career defined by artistic depth. His persistence, discipline, and unyielding belief in himself would lead him to iconic performances that would reshape pop culture forever. Tony Manero and a cultural phenomenon. The release of Saturday Night Fever in 1977 transformed John Travolta into a global icon. Portraying Tony Manero, a young man navigating life through music and dance, John brought both authenticity and intensity to the role. Rehearsals were grueling, with long hours, physical strain, and the challenge of channeling personal experience into a character. Yet this dedication paid off. The film resonated with audiences worldwide, not just for its music and choreography, but for the emotional truth John infused into every step and glance. For the first time, his personal struggles, his hunger, his early challenges, his desire to be seen, found a voice in a performance that transcended entertainment and became a cultural touchstone. From Grease to global stardom following Saturday Night Fever, John embraced another defining role as Danny Zuko in Grease, further solidifying his place in cinematic history. The character captured a youthful spirit and infectious charm that made audiences fall in love instantly. The film's music, dance, and energy resonated around the globe, cementing John as more than just an actor. He was now an icon of a generation. Yet fame came with its own pressures. Endless tours, interviews, and public appearances created fatigue, and he had to learn to navigate an industry that often valued image over substance. Despite the whirlwind, John remained committed to growth, exploring roles that challenged him and allowed him to stretch beyond the expectations set by his early successes. Triumph and trials. John's career experienced highs and lows. While Pulp Fiction brought him back into critical acclaim, the years between projects tested his resilience. Hollywood's attention shifted, and not every film met expectations, but John persisted. Each setback became a lesson in patience and endurance. Beyond professional challenges, personal losses shaped his life profoundly. He faced grief and heartbreak, yet each experience also reinforced the strength and depth of his character. Through it all, John's unwavering commitment to his craft, family, and personal growth allowed him to navigate the turbulence of fame with grace, humility, and quiet determination. A family anchored in love. Amid professional challenges, John found solace and purpose in his personal life. Meeting Kelly Preston brought stability, partnership, and deep love. Their relationship grew into a marriage filled with mutual respect and shared dreams. Together, they raised children and built a family rooted in care, laughter, and quiet moments of joy. John often described his greatest role as being a husband and father, finding fulfillment in the small, everyday acts of love. Through parenting and partnership, he discovered a source of strength that eclipsed even the applause of theaters and the bright lights of Hollywood, teaching him the true value of connection, presence, and dedication. Enduring loss with grace, life, however, continued to test John's resilience. Facing personal loss after personal loss, he experienced profound grief, yet never allowed it to define him entirely. Instead, he carried memories of those gone, letting their influence guide his choices and inspire his care for the living. John learned that survival was not merely about enduring pain, but about transforming it into love, presence, and hope for those still with him. His story teaches that strength is not the absence of suffering, but the ability to continue moving forward with empathy, courage, and unwavering devotion. Living for the present, today John Travolta's life is quieter, centered on family and cherished routines. Watching his children grow, sharing meals, and teaching small lessons are now his priorities. While fame and accolades remain part of his history, they are no longer the measure of his life. Instead, he treasures ordinary moments, finding beauty in simplicity and continuity. In every smile shared, every gentle word spoken, he carries forward the love, lessons, and memories that shaped him. John's journey illustrates that the greatest legacy is not fame or fortune, but the strength, compassion, and presence we bring to those we love most. A heart that carries on. John Travolta's story is one of resilience, passion, and enduring humanity. Through joy and profound sorrow, he has learned to carry his experiences without bitterness, choosing to focus on the present and nurture the love that remains. His life demonstrates the quiet power of perseverance, the value of family, and the strength found in continuing forward even when the world is quiet and unforgiving. Travolta's legacy extends beyond iconic roles and cinematic history. It lives in the hearts of those he loves and the enduring example of someone who, despite immense loss, continues to find purpose, joy, and meaning every single day.